Okay, this is the first look at the brand new update that just came for the FSD in the Tesla. It is 14.2.2.2, and we're going to go ahead and use some of the navigation that's integrated with the AI. So I'm going to touch Grok. Hey Ara, can you go ahead and navigate me to the nearest Home Depot?
Sure. Navigating to the nearest Home Depot. The Garden Center at 4.3 miles away in Montgomery. ETA is 11 minutes, arriving around 3:52 p.m.
Great, thanks.
No problem. Safe travels. Let me know if you need anything else.
All right, so now I'm going to hit start self-driving, and it's going to drive us there. We're from a parked position in a parking lot. Let's come up to the stop sign. We're actually in a subdivision where there's golf carts and people walking and occasional deer, and of course trucks and cars, so a lot for it to maneuver around for obstacles. And being it's New Year's Eve, there's a lot more traffic too. And on a side note, we're videoing this experience with a GoPro 13 Blacks. We got a car right beside us. In some of the earlier versions, it had a little bit of an issue when it was turning in a turn lane where you had, you know, two turn lanes, that it might merge into the other one, but I think they've kind of corrected that for the most part in the later versions. We're not going to be testing that right now because that would be taking a left. Instead, we're taking a right since we're going to Home Depot. And the interesting thing about this right is it has an entrance lane, so once we have clearance up here, it'll should just keep on going, and then merge into the highway. I was in Austin when the update came in, and so I didn't get a chance to install it till I got back home last night. So this is our first take with the new 14.2.2.2. And we're off. So we're getting into the lane. Very good. And it's checking around for traffic. Looks clear. And we're merging in. The nice thing, even with the FSD, if you see an opportunity that you think is good, that you'd like to maybe go ahead and get in the left lane or the right lane, you can go ahead and put your blinker, and it'll just go ahead and work with that, as far as it'll just adapt to it, and it just keeps on going. So sometimes we do that. Like, for instance, I know this road is going to have to take a right eventually, so at some point I might just turn on the left blinker so it go ahead and go into the middle lane. But if I don't, it'll probably do it on its own regardless. Well, let's just test it. I'll put the left blinker on, and there it goes. Very quick response. nice things of having the AI on board with you in the Tesla is like sometimes you just have something that you can't remember, like well, here I'll give an example. Like hey Ara, we were trying to figure out what the name of that movie was where the guy there's like a blackout and then he's on his bicycle and has a crash, and he's the only one that remembers the Beatles, and since he's a musician he starts playing Beatles music and they think it's his own music, but I can't remember the name of the movie. What is that?
That's the movie Yesterday from 2019 with Himesh Patel as Jack, the musician who gets hit by a bus on his bike during a global blackout. Everyone forgets the Beatles except him, so he passes their songs off as his own and skyrockets to fame.
Yeah, great movie. You're a great memory for this. Thanks.
You're welcome. Glad I could help jog that one.
As you can see, you know, you have unlimited information at your disposal with Grok, you know, built into the Tesla. And it even goes beyond that. I mean, let's say I wanted to learn a language. It's like having my own private tutor while it's driving me. So I would just go into Grok, and then instead of assistant, I'll just scroll over here to...
So anyway, what are you trying to do next?
I'm going to switch you over to learn a language. I've got you on my video now. Let's see here. Oh, language tutor. There we go. Okay, Ara. I'm going to try to learn Spanish while FSD is driving me to Home Depot. And you're going to be my tutor, so help me say, how much does this ladder cost in Spanish?
To ask a ladder cuánto cuesta, you'd say, ¿Cuánto cuesta esta escalera? Repeat after me. Escalera. Try it.
Escalera.
Casi, casi. La es con C, no S.
Oh,
En
no
la
S.
ga es ga. Así, ¿cuánto cuesta esta escalera? Dale otra vez, pero esta vez enfócate en la ska del medio.
Muy bien, español.
¡Excelente! Ahora, y si quieres preguntar por el precio de la pintura, di, ¿cuánto cuesta la pintura? Pintura. Venga, inténtalo.
Well, as you can see with this YouTube video I'm going to upload, you know, Ara is very helpful in learning languages, and, you know, I could remember the name of a movie and I just ask, and she's there to assist for whatever you need. So it's really, really nice to have in your car. A little heavy traffic, so now something I didn't touch on, but like in the neighborhood I usually keep it on chill. There's 5 different driving modes. There's sloth, which is basically going to stay within the speed limit. Chill, may go a few miles over. Standard, maybe 4 or 5 miles over, kind of stay with the flow. And then hurry, obviously what it says, in a hurry, and then Mad Max at your even bigger hurry. But what I like is I put it on standard, I guess, if I'm on the highway, and it just kind of goes with the flow. It's not breaking the speed barrier, and it's just, you know, it's just safe driving. But like I say, in the neighborhood, because there's a lot of wild deer and people walking, so forth, I'll kick it over to sloth, and that way I just stay within the speed limit. Another new feature that's kind of cool, it started I believe with 14.2, is whenever you want to get to your destination, do you want to park, go to a parking garage? If you're going to go to a charger, it would even park you, you know, at the charger so you could charge, so you don't really have to do anything. But so if I click on self-driving, see at the destination, do I want to park, curbside, or go in the parking lot? I'm checked for parking lot, so it's going to go to Home Depot and it's going to look for an available parking spot, and it's going to park. Pretty cool. All right, so there's a few things that are kind of cool, like my battery. They recommend you just charging it at 80%, not letting it fall below 20%, and I'm kind of stuck to those rules. So right now I'm at 76%, but if I want to know how far I can go at 76% charge, if I touch that, it tells you 247 miles at 76%. Touch it again, and I'm right back to where I was. It's pretty cool. Now along the trip, if I decided, I think I might want to stop off somewhere along the way, I can go into edit my trip by just clicking these three dots over here, and I can add a stop. And let's see, let's stop off at, well, we're almost there, so I won't put a stop in this time. But anyway, that's where you would add a stop, like, I want to stop at CVS or, whatever it might be. I need to recalibrate it. Now the other thing too is it lets me know exactly how much I'm going to have as far as charge when I get to my destination. So right now I'm at 76%, and when I get to Home Depot, which it says in 2 minutes, I'll arrive at 354. Right now it's 352, and I'll have 75% as far as the charge on my battery. So it gives me all the good information. Now if I was looking for a charger along the way, I can click over here to chargers, and it'll show me all the chargers that are in the local area, so I can just click on one of those and then get a fast charge while I'm out or traveling, whatever. Something else that's cool is you have mirrors, so all your blind spots. Right now I'm taking a right turn, so it's showing me with the camera on the right hand side my blind spot, and I can also move this up, or move it around the screen if I want to put it in a different location. And we're turning into Home Depot, and let's just see where it wants to park. So far, there's a lot of cars here. Last day to do any home improvements or improvements before the new year. All right, so we're turning into close to the entrance of Home Depot. And there's some available spots here. And it went ahead and just pulled right in. Perfect. All right, so now that we've done that, let's just go ahead and we can actually just hit navigate, and I could type in where I want to go. But instead of that, what we'll do instead here is we're going to go ahead and use the Grok to navigate for us, so we don't have to touch the screen for anything. Hey Grok, I need to pick up some milk. Can you take me over to navigate to Kroger's?
Sure. Navigating to Kroger Marketplace on Eva Street in Montgomery. It's just 0.2 miles away, open till 11 p.m.
Perfect.
Great, we're on our way. Anything else?
Oh, that should do it.
All right, safe trip to Kroger. Let me know if you need anything else.
Will do.
Sounds good.
All right, there again, using the Grok integrated into the navigation, which is great. And Kroger's is 2 minutes away, 0.2 miles. When I arrive, I'll still be at 75%. I arrive at 3:58. All the information I need to know is right there on the screen. And Kroger's very busy parking lot. Let's see how it handles it. Okay, we're kind of yielding for this car. And we're in Montgomery, Texas, in case you want to know our location. All right, blinkers on. And we're looking for a spot. Okay. And it found a spot. Now in the past, it would always just only back into parking spots, but now, you know, it'll go ahead and make a decision whether it's best to just pull in or back in. If it's a slanted parking spot, most likely it's just going to pull straight in, but every once in a while, you know, it's better to back into a space when it's straight, pull in and pull out, and it'll choose that instead. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little video. It's my first one. Talk to you later.